I try not to give in the hype, but I had to know, is this $112 Chanel concealer really worth its high price tag? I'm going to show you a before and after as well as a wear test to find out. So if that sounds good, keep on watching. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sheila. If you're new here, I'm a busy mom of two who loves all things beauty and fragrance. If you're looking for real, no hype reviews from someone who actually spends their own money, then you've come to the right place. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video for more beauty content. All right, let's go. So today we're going to be talking about the $112 Chanel Sublimage concealer. I keep seeing this popping up on my feed, so I had to know, is this actually worth the high price tag? So let me tell you a little bit more about this concealer because I don't really know much about it myself. All right, looks like on the Chanel website, it says that it is a creamy, lightweight, exceptionally hydrating concealer that melts into the skin and immediately illuminates the look of the under eye area. Well, I could definitely use some illumination, that's for sure. Over time, the skin will feel more comfortable, have 27% more moisture, plump, 67% more rested appearance. No way, because I mean, if that's true, then I feel like everybody would want this, or at least new moms like me. It says the formula reduces the look of dark circles by 39% and smooths the appearance of lines without creasing, all while caring for the delicate eye contour. All right, well, let's see if this actually lives up to the claims. So I am going to go ahead and get started, but first I'm going to show you the packaging that it comes in. It comes in this Chanel box like this. Pretty standard Chanel packaging. Inside the box, you get this little brush with it. So for $112, you get a brush with your concealer. If I can get it out, here it is. This is what the brush looks like. Okay, and it comes with a tiny little spatula thing. The concealer itself looks like this. Okay, and I got shade 40. All right, so I'm just gonna go right ahead. I've already got my skin prepped from today, and hopefully I got the right shade. There really isn't a lot of shades to choose from. According to Chanel, they have 10 shades, which is very little for the amount of people out there. So it comes with this little stopper thing. I think the packaging is probably the #1 complaint of this component. I mean, I feel like it's pretty messy, but you know, that's okay, we won't knock it. And I'm just gonna go in with a tiny bit to start, just to see, because I don't know how much coverage this is actually gonna be giving me. So I'm gonna just go ahead and dab a tiny amount. And I'm not gonna go in with color corrector because I really wanna see how much does this actually cover on my under eyes. Okay. So this color is kind of peachy on me, which is good for color correction. I'm gonna try this side as well. Okay. Okay, so far, I'm gonna be honest, I am not totally impressed, but you know what? Let's see what happens. I will say my under eyes do look a little bit brighter and covered, but you know, they usually look like that with any concealer. So let's go in with a little bit more and see if I can build up some coverage. Now this, supposedly this does not need to be set and it wears really well. So what I'll do is actually just powder one side with powder afterwards, and I'll leave the other one unset to see how it wears throughout the day and if it truly lives up to its claims. Because of the peachy tone in this, I'm not going to be able to put this all over my face because it won't match my skin tone very well. Okay. So that's what it looks like blended out. I'm going to get my sponge and I'm going to press it in to my skin. All right, so I got my sponge. I'm going to go ahead and press that in a little bit to see if I can get it to lay a little bit smoother on the face. Okay. I mean, so far it's looking pretty good. It looks very natural. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup off camera, and then I'm going to come back and show you the finished look. All right, this is the final look. What do we think? Let's take a look at the under eyes real quick. So this side I set with powder. This side I did not set with anything. To me, they look the same under the eyes. I'm going to insert a video with natural lighting so you can see what that looks like. All right, this is me in natural light. This is the under eyes. This is what we're looking. And remember, the right side is set with powder. The left side is not set. All right, so some initial thoughts now that I have my full makeup on is that it looks really nice. It looks very natural under eye. It kind of reminds me of like an eye cream almost. So it's laying really nicely over my texture under my eyes. And it is creasing just like any other concealer creases, but it's creasing minimally. So it's not really bad right now, but of course we're gonna see as the day goes on. So do smile a lot and make a lot of expressions. So we'll see if that does a lot of creasing. Overall, it looks good. However, I don't think 10 shades is enough for the majority of people. And I do find that this shade is a little bit dark for me and a little bit too peach. But there wasn't really much else I could choose from online. And it was kind of hard to tell. They don't really have any good, real swatches to be able to see like which shade I should go with. But on camera, it looks pretty good. And I blended my blush a little bit higher up, so it kind of looks more cohesive. But overall, I would say it's not giving me the full coverage that I thought it was going to give me. I thought it was going to make it look really perfected. This isn't like that. This is giving a very natural, everyday makeup kind of coverage under the eyes, not really for full makeup. I can still see a lot of my darkness coming through, especially on this eye in the mirror. So it didn't really cover any of that. Like I still feel like I could use a color corrector under the eye, and I was kind of hoping that this would do all everything, considering it's called the Le Correcteur. I was hoping it would correct and also conceal. Do I think this is better than any other concealer that I have or my favorites? No, actually, I don't. I don't think this is better than anything else that I have. And for reference, my favorite concealer is the Haus Labs concealer. I also really like the Kosas Reveal Concealer. I like the Creal concealer. Like all of these concealers, they look really nice under the eyes, really natural, not heavy, not cakey, very everyday mom, busy mom life friendly. This kind of falls in line with that. I would say if this concealer was $50, I would say that it's a nice concealer and pick it up if you want to have a Chanel concealer. But do I think this concealer is worth $112? It's absolutely not worth $112. It didn't do anything miraculous. I don't feel like I look any different than any other day when I do my makeup. So it is a nice product and I'm not taking away from that. And I'm sure that the skincare claims are valid and over time perhaps make somewhat of a difference. But I'm not someone who needs my skincare and my makeup to be one thing. I have my skincare products that do the skincare stuff and I want my makeup just to be makeup. So I don't find that paying the extra price tag is really worth it. I'm kind of surprised because I haven't heard anyone else say that it's not worth it. Most of the reviews that I've seen online, people are raving about it, saying it's totally worth the high price tag and you won't regret it, etc. Personally, I just don't think it's $112 for concealer is justifiable. Now, I do know that this has a lot of product. It has 10 grams of product, which is quite a bit for a concealer. However, still, I would rather just use something that's easier. I also think that the fact that the concealer is in a jar makes it really messy and it doesn't make it fast. If I have to remove the top and remove the stopper that holds the product in, that's already extra steps that I don't have time for as a busy mom. I just want to slap my concealer on, put it on, and get out the door. I don't want to mess with extra products. So, or extra steps, I should say. So overall, I'm kind of disappointed with my purchase, not gonna lie, but at least hopefully I saved you from making the same mistake I did and save you a trip to Chanel. All right, as promised, here is my wear test. It's been about 6 hours. I'm about to go pick up my daughter, so I don't have a lot of time to record this. But overall, if you can see, this is the side that's set with powder, some creasing. This is the side without powder. I do feel like the concealer wore away a little bit here, but looks relatively the same. Still some creasing. I mean, again, I still stand by what I said originally. It's not better than any of my other concealers out there. I'm not overly impressed with how it wore, and overall just wouldn't recommend this as a first choice for a concealer. Is it a nice product overall? Yeah, it is if you really want to purchase it. I don't think you'll hate it. It's nice, but there's similar products out there, if not better products. So save your money. So much for watching. Before you go, drop a comment and let me know what favorite concealer you are using right now and what you would recommend for someone over 30. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.